You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or at their Greenland Drive location. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers. We can look out the window and see it right across the street, John.
Sure can.
Leading off for Louisiana Tech, Brady Droust. The right fielder grounded out in his first at bat. Slices one foul into the screen for strike one. Lefty against lefty here in the fifth inning. Raiders leading 3-2, pushed across the go-ahead run in the bottom of the fourth. One strike to count, and a strike call caught the outside corner.
Really important for Chandler. Come in and put up a 0 here in this top of the fifth inning after taking the lead.
Two-strike pitch.
Oh.
Pretty good looking pitch. Must have been a little outside. 1-2.
Or a little bit low maybe. I don't know.
Alderman ready with the 1-2 delivery. And here it is. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Droust strikes out for out number one. Strikeout number 4 for Alderman. Here's Thaxton Birch, who struck out in the second inning. He had a couple of hard ground fouls past third, but came up empty on his third swing. Right-handed batter. Looks at a pitch high for ball one. Birch batting number 8 in the order, will be followed by the shortstop Safford. And the left-hander Alderman delivers. There's a hot shot past Von Dolan, rolling into left field on his way to second. And the throw coming in, and that gets by. Oh, that's bad. He's gonna score. Yeah, he's gonna score. That's a two-base throwing error. And that was from Keaton Ray, I guess, the left fielder. Wow.
So that ball just a foot fair and got down out far enough that Keaton Ray had to go over into foul territory to pick it up. And then a throw that got away from Clay Badalak and into right field. Nobody there to back it up.
You give him a double and a two-base throwing error by the left fielder Ray, and that will tie the game at 3. Safford around the bunt, takes the pitch low for ball one. First error of this ball game, and it cost the Raiders a run.
That lead didn't last long, did it?
No, it did not. Safford takes the pitch outside, 2-0. There was no backup to the throw, and it just went into foul territory down the right field line. Ball 3. You don't want to walk the number 9 hitter, but he's behind 3-0. The guy hitting 187.
They walked Safford yesterday in that ninth inning.
It was a strike, 3-1. Yeah, that was part of the undoing.
Yep. Should have never even gotten to him.
The 3-1 pitch. It's high, ball 4, and they walk the number 9 hitter. That's the second walk given up by Alderman. So a runner at first, one out, top of the batting order coming up, and a visit to the mound from Coach Myers.
And this is just a settle your pitcher down. You know, mistake was made. You got to put it past you. And he's not just talking to Alderman. He's talking to that entire infield.
So the Raiders go to Belmont on Tuesday. They list that as a 4 o'clock game. It's listed on our schedule at 3 o'clock, so we'll have to determine which is correct. I think the Belmont schedule would probably be correct.
That's the one I hope we go by.
And that will be at Rose Park in Nashville, which is an open-air press box, as I recall, John.
It is indeed. We're supposed to have a pretty decent day on Tuesday, though.
Oh, good. I haven't looked that far ahead. Here's Coates with a runner at first.
At least it's not going to be 32 or whatever it was at game time.
Coates is 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. Batting right-handed. It pitches low and into the turf, but a good stop by Minnick. 1 ball, no strikes. Safford is 11 for 11 in stolen bases. So we got to keep a sharp eye on him. Alderman delivers, swinging a foul back, and he was not going.
Well, here's the deal, Dick. We're going to be in the 80s tomorrow. On Tuesday, back into the mid-60s.
Oh, ouch.
Yep. So wear your sweatshirt.
1 ball, 1 strike. Alderman's pitch, over but low, ball 2, 2-1.
Temperature was 67 at game time, up to 71 now.
Got these windows in the press box open for the first time in the series. 2 balls and a strike. And the left-hander's pitch is swung on, hit in the gap in the left center. Snyder, long run, diving catch. Snyder with another gem in the outfield. And that saves a possible double. That is out number 2.
I tell you what, with Savard at first base, if that ball gets through Snyder, it'll probably go to the wall. I wouldn't have been surprised if they hadn't tried to score Savard all the way from first.
The batter is Michael Ballard, who is 0 for 2. Alderman, a long look at first. The pitch, check swing, and a strike. Rob Alderman, 0-1. Surprised Chandler hasn't thrown over to first yet, but he is keeping a sharp eye on the runner. 1 strike to count to Ballard. There he goes. Pitch is high. Oh, a nice throw from Minnick, and he is O-U-T at second. That is going to be all in the 5th inning. Minnick guns him down. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 costly error. Nobody left. We are halfway home in this game. It's Louisiana Tech 3 and Middle Tennessee 3 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
We do have a new pitcher coming in for the Bulldogs. He is a left-hander.
Number 54.
And that would be Landon Fontenot, freshman from Stonewall, Louisiana.
Well, Landon Fontenot making his 9th appearance, 6 of those in relief. He's thrown 15 innings, 8 runs, 7 of them earned on 8 hits, 6 walks, 16 strikeouts, 4.20 ERA, a 1-0 record. Opponents hitting 151, but of those 8 hits, 2 of them have left the ballpark.
So Fontenot is on for Parker. Cade Parker pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, 4 hits. And the batter for the Raiders, the leadoff man, Eston Snyder, who is 0 for 2. Against the left-hander, he drills it into center field for a base hit. 1 pitch and a runner at first with no outs. Raiders' 5th hit of the game. And the first, of course, off Fontenot, the new pitcher. Here's Clay Badalak. This will be a lefty-lefty matchup. Clay had a first-inning single and walked in the third, so he's been on base both times. And Snyder, of course, always a threat to run at first. Badalak misses a bunt, strike 1. So instead of letting him try to steal second, they're going to try to bunt him down, I guess.
Stay out of that double play.
Throw to first. Fontenot is not a big guy, 5'10", 200 pounds, a freshman. And the pitch to the plate is bunted foul, strike 2.
Got a final from across campus in softball, Dick. Lady Raiders win it on a walk-off in the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th inning, win 4-3. So they take that series against the Hilltoppers.
Well, I think I said that was going to happen yesterday. It was just a day late. Here's the pitch, and he hits one to right field. That is going to be caught by the right fielder. Out there, Droust hauls it in, moving a little bit toward the line, and that is out number 1. Snyder still at first. Bondolan, the batter. Brett has grounded out and struck out. The left-hander will throw over to first. Snyder's back. Eston has stolen 18 bases in 20 attempts this season. It's been a while since he swiped one. That gets another throw over there.
Men's tennis, Raiders still with 4 wins over Wichita State. Action ongoing.
I think there's 7 points in a men's tennis match, 4 points in a women's tennis match. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Von Dolan. Tyler Minnick waiting to hit next. Snyder edges off first. The pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Left-hander's pitching very carefully to Von Dolan, and well, he should, to the league's home run leader. Throw to first, runner back.
Yeah, looking at it, I'm seeing a couple of matches that are in the 3rd set.
2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Von Dolan skies it foul out of play to the right. 2-1.
Here's one that's still in the 2nd set.
It's senior day over at the outdoor tennis complex. 2 balls and a strike. Throw to first. His pitch count to first is higher than his pitch count to the batters, I think. There goes Snyder, swinging a foul out of play. Raiders playing a little hit and run. Eston has to throw it in reverse and come back to first base. 2-2. Fontenot with the 2-2. Hit the sets, double play ball. Out to second, out there, throw to first, out at first. That's a 4-6-3 double play. And that will end the Raider fifth inning. No runs, one hit, and nobody left. So we've completed 5 full innings. Middle Tennessee 3 and Louisiana Tech 3. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Well, they drag the infield after the fifth inning. That's our good grounds crew out there pulling those drags.
Looks like a lot of freshman pitchers to me.
Gives us an opportunity to go and look again at our April 13th in baseball history in 1926, John.
Got it.
Walter Johnson takes on
The big
knuckleballer.
train.
Yeah, the big train takes on knuckleballer Eddie Rommel in baseball's greatest opening day pitchers duel. 15 innings, a game won by the Senators 1-0. Johnson gives up 6 walks, fans 12, and goes the distance. Leading off for the Bulldogs, Ballard. He was batting. And then lines it right at Matt Wolf, and that's Wolf caught the ball and just staggered back a step or two. It was hit so hard. But that is out number 1. That'll count just like a pop-up. 1 out. Ballard lined out, hit it right on the nose to Matt Wolf. Here's Mexico.
Hey, he hit that ball hard. Wow.
Left-handed hitter shows bunt, takes a strike. 0-1. He has struck out and flied to center. But you got to respect this guy because he is arguably their best hitter. 0-1 the count. Open stance for a left-handed batter. And the pitch swung on, hit in the air to right center, but not deep enough. Rogers coming in. He will make the grab for out number 2. 2 down in the 6th. The batter is Garrison Berkeley, the left fielder.
This is about the time you want to start checking on Channel Alderman's pitch count.
Time called. Manager Lane Burrows, or head coach. He's really a manager, but they call him head coaches in baseball in college. He's talking with his hitter. Now, Berkeley laid down a perfect drag bunt in the 4th inning for an infield hit. He is 1 out of 2.
Alderman had 73 pitches here in the 6th inning.
Well, that's very good for what is now the 6th inning. Berkeley stands in from the right side and takes a strike on the inside corner. 1 strike to count. You're not going to bunt that pitch.
No, that was that fastball. And it was up and in.
Here's the 0-1. That's over but low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Garrison Berkeley out of Aledo, Texas. He's a grad transfer from Texas Arlington. Here's the 1-1. I thought that might have caught the corner, but it's called a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, pitching him inside.
You know what we forgot again today?
The Windies.
We did, and they won.
Pitches inside, ball 3. So, folks,
thanks to Matt Wolf,
yes.
You're all
got a cheeseburger.
Set up for a Dave's single cheeseburger. All you've got to do is text the word single, SINGLE, to 83200.
There's a strike call. That'll fill it up 3-2 to Berkeley. And, John, that is, I'm looking back over, that's only the second 3-2 count that Alderman has had.
Which
in this
is why
game.
his pitch count is in such good shape.
Swinging a foul back to the backstop. Still 3-2. So we'll tell you again a little bit later how to get your cheeseburger. That's been a pretty popular promotion for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, we've done our Blue Raider hitters have done a pretty good job of delivering groceries.
Foul down the right side. That's going to be chased by Rogers. Dives, and it just trickles off the end of his glove. That was quite an effort by Brad Rogers.
What, if he had been able to glove that ball.
When it left the bat, I didn't think he was going to get anywhere near that ball.
Oh, I thought it was going to blow into the bullpen.
So the count remains 3-2 to Berkeley. 2 outs in the 6th inning in a 3-3 ball game. And the left-hander Alderman delivers high for ball 4.
Hate to lose him.
That's the 3rd walk allowed by the left-hander, and with 2 outs, the batter will be Trey Hawsey, the big first baseman. He's been on base twice, has walked and scored on the 2nd, singled in the 4th.
Keep in mind, he likes to go opposite field. Outfielders playing him straight up.
The pitch to the plate is a strike called at the letters. Now, Berkeley at first also likes to run. He has 10 stolen bases this season. So he and Safford are their 2 primary base stealers.
He's leaning.
Pitch is high, 1-1. Of course, Minnick threw out Safford in the 5th inning, trying to steal. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alderman, a long look. The pitch swung on and foul to the screen, 1-2.
Well, they played hit and run with Berkeley at first and Hawsey at the plate back in the 4th inning.
And did it very well. Well executed. Alderman comes set. And the 1-2 pitch. Runner was not going, and the pitch is fouled off the screen. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Big scoreboard out in right center field shows a lot of goose eggs in this game. Score tied at 3. The pitch off speed high, ball 2. 2-2. Snyder playing deep in center field, as is Keaton Ray in left. Rogers about straight away in right. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Goodbye. Laid that pitch over the outside corner, caught him looking, And that is all in the 6th. Strikeout number 5 for Alderman. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Louisiana Tech and Middle Tennessee tied at 3 apiece. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
For undergrads and more than 100 graduate programs, Middle Tennessee State University has something for everyone, including more than 50 online degrees. If you want high-quality, affordable education, it's not too late to apply. Learn more at mtsu.edu. And we go to the 6th. Tyler Minnick will face the left-hander Landon Fontenot. The pitch is laid right in there for a strike. Minnick walked and scored in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. And the left-hander delivers outside for a ball. 1-1.
Keeping up with that, they've been consistent in the way they've pitched him.
There's a ball hit to left field. That one is high. That one is deep. And that one is gone.
They've been pitching him away, and they came back and mislocated on that one, right in Tyler Minnick's wheelhouse.
Tyler Minnick with a leadoff home run in the 6th gives the Raiders a 4-3 lead in this game. And that's number 5 on the season for the Blue Raider catcher. And that was a no-doubter.
Yeah, pulled that and got it into the staircasing on the backside of Floyd Stadium.
Here's Keaton Ray. Ray swings and fouls it back to the screen. Strike 1. Keaton doubled and drove in 2 runs in the 1st inning. Hit back to the mound in the 4th.
So Fontenot makes a mistake on location. They'd been getting Minnick on that stuff away and off speed.
Pitch to Ray is low and into that turf at home plate. 1-1. Turf all around the home plate circle. Both batters' boxes, of course, and about 3/4 of the way down each foul line, 1st to 3rd.
They send the catcher Eli Birch out to talk with this left-hander, and it looks to me like let's give this bullpen some time to get warm. Right-hander throwing.
Outfielder's playing very deep for Keaton Ray, although he's not a home run hitter as such. We're still looking for him to get number 1.
Yeah, but that wind is blowing out.
So you never know.
You get the wind up and ball up in that wind.
Pitches a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. They shift a little bit for him to the shortstop, moving over very close to second base. Pitch is low, 2-2. Second baseman maybe one step on the outfield grass. The pitch. I had the count wrong. That's ball 4. And we're going to have a pitching change.
He's already called for the right-hander.
Lane Burrows wasted no time signaling to the bullpen as he will take his left-hander out here. So we will take a break and tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. We're in the middle of the 6th inning. Raiders leading 4-3 as you listen to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Jr. Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
New pitcher is Logan Forsythe. He is a junior transfer from Mississippi State. He pitched 2/3 of an inning on Friday, gave up no runs and 1 hit.
And this is his 17th appearance, all in relief. He's thrown a total of 28 2/3 innings, given up 15 runs, 12 of them earned, on 18 hits, 22 walks, 40 strikeouts, 3.77 ERA with no decisions, 1 save. Opponents hitting 182 against his right-hander.
He was the 3rd of 4 pitchers used Friday night by Louisiana Tech.
And he's the 3rd that we've seen today.
So Matt Wolf will be the first to face Forsythe here in the 6th inning. Tyler Minnick's leadoff home run in the inning has given the Raiders a 4-3 lead. Well, this series has been very close every game. Unfortunately for the Raiders, Louisiana Tech's won both games. 5-4 and then 10-8 yesterday. Wolf called out on strikes in the 1st inning, singled and scored in the 4th. The runner at first, Keaton Ray.
And he, of course, belongs to Landon Fontenot,
who throws over there, does Forsythe, and Ray is back. Right-hander comes set. And the pitch. He bunted right through that pitch, strike 1.
He was trying to do the drag bunt or the push bunt. I guess a left-handed hitter would be the one that's going to drag bunt, right?
Oop, ball on
Where'd
the field.
Where'd that baseball come from?
Well, there's nobody, no kids out there throwing it.
I don't
came
know.
out of the, well, I don't know, may have come out of the dugout.
Might
One of
have.
their players threw it back into foul territory.
Back over the dugout.
Yeah, back out of play.
Who knows? Wow, that's very strange.
1 strike to count to Matt Wolf. And the right-hander delivers high, ball 1, 1-1. Again, he showed bunt. There are no outs, so this is a good strategy by the Raiders. Try to get that runner in the scoring position.
Stay out of the double play, move the lead runner.
Swings and misses. They took the bunt off, and Wolf swung through the pitch, 1-2.
93-mile-an-hour fastball. That's the fastest thing we've seen today. I think it's the fastest thing anybody has seen today.
And the pitch to the plate struck him out swinging. Took a little off. That's out number 1. And with one out, a runner at first, the batter is Hayden Miller. Hayden with a run-scoring, doubled his first at bat. Takes ball one. Throw to first, runner back.
That's the only double we've had in this series, isn't it?
That is correct. We've hit 4 home runs, but only 1 double. Another throw to first. That's close.
Halsey thought he had him.
One ball, no strikes. Miller waiting. The pitch. Low for a ball. That one at 95. Well, he's a transfer from Mississippi State. They don't recruit pitchers who throw slow.
No.
2 balls, no strikes. Pitch swung on, fouled back into the grandstand. Yep, stays in play in the grandstand.
I'll tell you what, playing at Duty Noble Field in Starkville is an experience.
2 balls and a strike. Runner goes, and a foul to the screen. 2-2. Hayden did not have a very good cut. That ball,
No,
they were
in
playing
fact,
hit and run.
Almost looked like he was trying to check his swing.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch outside, ball 3. 3-2. There's just 1 out, so it's not an automatic takeoff for the runner at first. And we'll see what they're up to on a 3-2. Throw to first, runner back.
I think Tech wanted to see what he was going to do.
Raiders leading 4-3. We are in the 6th. Another throw to first. Keep on throwing over there, and you'll throw it away eventually.
Well, what the Raiders want to do is stay out of that double play. Had a leadoff single in the 5th.
There he goes, and the pitch is a strike. The throw to second in time, and that's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. So that is going to be all in the 6th inning. Leadoff home run by Tyler Minnick. 1 run, 1 hit, and nobody left. We have completed 6 full innings. It is Middle Tennessee, 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and Louisiana Tech, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Raiders lead it 4-3 as we go to the 7th on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
We go to the 7th inning. Chandler Alderman's gone all the way. Alderman has given up 3 runs, one of those was unearned, and 4 hits through 6 innings. He has fanned 5 and walked 3. And the batter, Eli Birch, who had a 2-run home run to right field in the 2nd inning, will lead off. He then grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the 4th. He was the catcher. That home run was his 3rd of the season. And Alderman's pitch to Birch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Raiders on Tyler Minnick's leadoff home run in the 6th are up 4-3. Pitch is high, ball 2, 2-0. Big left-hander, Chandler Alderman. And the pitch to the plate, that caught the inside corner, 2-1. Alderman delivers high in the air, and I don't think Tyler Minnick ever saw it.
I think he lost track of it. I know that
Hayden Miller, the first baseman, came all the way to the on-deck circle by the Blue Raider dugout, and now Coach Myers wants to know if Minnick's okay. For some reason, he was not after that one. I don't know why. 2-2 the count. Alderman ready to work. Birch leading off the 7th. And the pitch to the plate is high, ball 3, 3-2.
Well, Dick, I've been getting the scoreboard updates ready for us.
Check that after this half inning. Ground ball up the middle. Badalak near the bag at second. The ball kicks off his glove. And the runner will reach. That one was headed for center field. I don't know if they're going to give him a hit on that or not.
It looks to me like they just put up an error.
That'll be an E4.
That's a tough error.
That's the second miscue for the Raiders today, and the batter is Brady Droust. He is the right fielder, 0 for 2.
Well, that first error cost him a run.
Bunts, that is going to be a foul ball.
Yeah.
Down the third baseline. Bondola let it roll foul. Picked it up. Count is 1 strike to Drost.
Chandler Alderman threw that baseball out. He wanted a new baseball. Got it.
Runner at first, no outs. We are in the 7th. Left-hander comes set. And the pitch showed bunt again. Took it outside, 1-1.
Going to have a lot of finals to report today, Dick.
Had a lot of games starting before ours did. Getaway day. The pitch. Bunted, and that's a good one. Bondolan picks it up, throws to first, and the sacrifice is successful. Down to second base is Birch. It's a 5-3 putout for out number 1. And the batter is Thaxton Birch. He doubled in the 5th inning, 1 for 2. 2 hits in the series, both doubles.
Came around after that, as a continuation of that double, came around to score on a 2-base throwing error.
Runner at second, 1 out. This guy's a strict pull hitter. And Alderman's pitch to him is outside ball one. Try to get him to chase. 1 ball, no strikes. He hit that double between the bag and Bondolan down to third baseline. Alderman with the pitch. Strike call. Inside corner, 1-1. Thaxton Birch batting 8th in the order, so Safford would be next. Swing and a miss. Chased a high fastball. Count will go to 1-2 on Thaxton Birch. The Birch brothers are out of Jackson, Mississippi. Played at Jackson Prep High School. And Alderman's pitch on the way. That's strike 3 called. Caught him looking. That's out number 2. Strikeout number 6 for the Raider left-hander. And the batter is Will Safford. A little shortstop. Bats from the left side. He's been in the number 9 spot in the order all 3 games. So he's played a very good shortstop position for them in this series.
Boy, he has that.
And the pitch to him is taken for ball 1 outside. He flied out in the 3rd inning and walked in the 5th. Runner at second. 2 outs. The pitch. Swinging a foul. 1-1. This guy is not a big guy. He's kind of a punch hitter. Pretty good bat control. Asks for time, steps out. I think he got something in his eye. Plate umpire's going to give him time. How do you get something out of your eye with a batting glove on?
You got me. Alderman has topped 100 pitches now here in this 7th inning.
1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch. Just outside, ball 2. Raiders don't have been, do they?
I haven't seen anybody throwing yet, but
well, there's somebody up. Yeah, they got a right-hander throwing.
Suspect they'd really like to get Alderman through this inning.
All is hit in the air, popped up as Badalak out on the edge of the grass will make the grab for out number 3. That is all in the 7th. No runs. No hits as Alderman pitches around 1 error, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time at the ballpark. It's Raiders 4 and the Bulldogs 3. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Back at Reese Smith Field as we go to the bottom of the 7th. I think we just had our legal ID, so we'll move on. We got some scores for you around Conference USA. A lot of finals, one about to go final. New Mexico State at Florida International down in Miami, and FIU wins that ball game 9-2. Dallas Baptist at Jacksonville State. That is a final. Dallas Baptist 12-1. That was a 10-run rule game. Over in Lynchburg, Virginia, Western Kentucky takes that series with a 4-3 win over Liberty. And down in Texas, they're in the bottom of the 8th, just about to finish up because Kennesaw State has a 17-6 lead over Sam Houston. I think I gave you the final on the Lady Raiders. They are a 4-3 winner here on campus and take that series 2-1. That was a 4-3 win over Western Kentucky, and we're about to get started here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
All right, thank you, John. As the Raiders need some runs here, it's the pitcher fell down as he was getting ready to throw his last pitch. That's still Forsythe, I guess.
It is still Forsythe.
I guess maybe his cleat got caught on the pitching rubber, but he
could be.
He went down almost face first.
I tell you, his second baseman is laughing at him.
So we're set to go in the 7th. Brett Rogers will lead it off for the Raiders. Slide to left and grounded out. That ground ball in the 4th inning drove in a run. The Raiders' 3rd run of the game.
Need to get some more runs here.
Forsythe, the right-hander, delivers outside ball 1. That one coming in at 94.
He's been throwing hard. He's the hardest thrower that we've maybe even seen all weekend, huh?
The pitch outside ball 2. That one also at 94, 2-0.
We saw him a little bit on Friday night, but not enough for the speed business to register with us.
Rogers leading off here in the 7th, takes ball 3 inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Get this leadoff man on and see if we can move him around. Strike call, 3-1. Raiders leading 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the pitch. Swung on line to left field, a base hit. That one is going to go through. Oh, it's cut off by the center fielder. Going to be a play at second, but sliding in there safely, Brett Rogers.
Well, we finally have our second double. That ball got to the track, did not quite get to the wall, though.
So that's the first hit off Forsythe.
And that gets a mound visit.
Batter will be Kenny McKinley. I don't know what kind of bunter Kenny is.
I don't think I've ever seen him attempt a bunt.
Kenny's a free swinger who likes to put a lot of that big frame of his into the pitch.
There is a right-hander throwing in the Bulldog bullpen.
I think they're going to pinch hit for him, John.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
I think
sure
they're going to put Cooper Clapp up there to try and bunt this runner over. That would be in the DH role. So Cooper will come out here in the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, he'll be up there to bunt. At least that's what we think.
That's, I think, what they think, too.
Yes, I think it is. Third baseman now will have to decide whether he's going to charge or whether he's going to stay back. I think he has to stay back. The shortstop is not playing in position to run a wheel play. So the right-hander's ready, and he's around to bunt, lays it down. Forsythe picks it up, goes to third, and they get him at third. Oh, that was a good play by the pitcher. He bunted it down the third baseline, maybe a little too hard or not hard enough. Anyway, the pitcher was able to pick it up and get the out at third. So that'll be a fielder's choice. 1-5 on the putout.
Nate Kreider throwing in the Bulldog bullpen. We saw him on Friday night.
Here's Snyder with a runner at first. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and the throw to second, and that's an easy out at second base. So this inning not starting off exactly as you would have hoped.
I think we ran the right play. It just didn't execute it very well on that, trying to move that leadoff double over to third base.
Pitch is low. Now that's the second pitch. It's 1-1 to Eston Snyder. 2 outs, base is empty in the 7th. Strike called on the outside corner, 1-2. Oh, you hate to waste that leadoff double. You don't get those every day.
No.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to the plate is outside and high, ball 2, 2-2.
95 on that. I guess 95 that you can't throw for a strike is not necessarily an asset.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Line foul down the right field line. Rolling down in the corner. Count holds at 2-2. Clay Badalak hoping to hit in this inning is in the on-deck circle. Forsythe with a 2-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Foul to the screen. Count holds at 2-2. We still have a right-hander throwing in the bullpen, and with Alderman over 100 pitches, I expect we may have a pitching change next inning.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play.
That right-hander down there been throwing is Ethan Mbembo.
Well, he certainly had a good game on Tuesday. He threw 93 pitches, I think, Tuesday. There's a ground ball foul.
Look who caught that.
Well, Kevin Nichols makes a good one-hand stop down there. Puts that one in his pocket. Count remains 2-2 to Snyder. Forsythe comes set. And the pitch. Outside, ball 3.
You know, Dick, we've ended up with a pretty good crowd.
Yes, a nice crowd on us. And why not on a Sunday afternoon with a lot of sunshine? 2 good ball clubs. And this has been a very competitive game, as have all 3 of them in this series. 3-2 pitch hit deep to right. Right fielder back in the corner, reaches up and takes it right off the top of the fence.
That,
wow.
You know, if he doesn't make that jump, that ball might get over. It's certainly off the top of the wall at the on the yellow line.
That was Troust on the catch for out number 3. No runs, a hit, nobody left. We have completed 7 full innings. Middle Tennessee 4, Louisiana Tech 3 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Well, Chandler Alderman's back out there, John. And Bimbo has been thrown in the bullpen. I expect he's ready at a moment's notice.
Also, I have a left-hander that's gotten up. See if I can. He's behind the post, but might be able to scope that out.
Oh, John, watch your drink there.
Thank you.
That's not good.
No.
Here you go.
All right.
I think we've got some more back here somewhere. Alderman ready to work.
Unfortunately, there wasn't much in that can.
That's a foul out of play. One more if you need it.
I think I about got it.
1 strike to count. This is Colton Coates. Grounds it foul past third. Count is 0-2. Trying to get a spilled
got it covered.
soda can problem taken care of. 2 strikes. High, ball 1, 1-2. That's what they call them up north, isn't it, John? Sodas?
That is, or a pop.
Yeah, a pop, yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Outside, 2-2. Down here, we just call everything Coke.
That's right. It's a Coca-Cola.
Oh.
An RC Coca-Cola.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count to Coates, leading off the 8th inning. Alderman's pitch swung on and missed, struck him out.
Big swing, big strikeout.
Strikeout number 7 for Chandler.
Yeah, one of the great Southern delicacies, an RC Coca-Cola and a moon pie.
Moon pie, that's right. Moon pies used to be all chocolate. Now they're all different flavors.
Yeah.
Here's Michael Ballard, 0 for 3. Stung the ball last time, but hit a line drive that Matt Wolf caught. The pitch. And for a strike, 0-1. Chandler Alderman's gone all the way, and
boy, this is his best performance in a long, long time.
Without a doubt. Here's the 1 strike pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play. Count is 0-2.
That was his 111th pitch.
That dangerous left-handed hitter waiting next is...
I think that's why he's still there.
Sebastian Mexico. The pitch. Fly ball, short center field. Snyder coming on, makes a running catch. That is out number 2 in the 8th. The batter is Sebastian Mexico.
This crowd is definitely behind Chandler Alderman.
Mexico has struck out and twice flied out. Big, tall, left-handed hitter. Not stocky. He's more of a slim body type.
Mm-hmm.
Takes the first pitch for ball one.
Well, he doesn't look like he's big enough to be somebody with pop.
There's a strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs, bases empty in the 8th. And the pitch. Swung on, hit foul down the left side. Keaton Ray with a long run, still running, and that one just evades him.
Just out of reach.
He dove on that warning track, which is before you get to the bullpen, and made a nice catch out there earlier.
That track out there is not something you want to do a lot of sliding on.
No. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That is
to Mexico.
Sliding on that stuff is really tough on pants.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, drilled foul down the right side.
Got to the bullpen. Or right in front of the bullpen. Yeah, not quite into the bullpen.
It's a good lefty-lefty battle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Allman's pitch is high, ball 2. 2-2. We're in the top half of inning number 8. Raiders leading 4-3. And the pitch. Outside, ball 3. That will run the count full. Alderman goes for a little rosin.
Yeah, scoreboard had 2-2. They've got it right now.
And the payoff pitch on the way is swung on and missed. He struck him out with a high fastball.
That's a huge out, Dick.
And that is the second strikeout in the inning and the 8th of the game for Chandler Alderman. 3 up, 3 down in the 8th. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Raiders lead it 4-3. You're on Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Dr. Davis Spivey in Murfreesboro Oral Surgery and Implant Center, proud supporters of Blue Raider Athletics. For over 25 years, Dr. Spivey has provided the best oral surgical care possible to our community. Glad to have him as one of our fine sponsors. We got a new pitcher, John?
We do. We've got Nate Kreider coming on for the Bulldogs, making his 15th appearance. He's thrown 16 2/3 innings, given up 12 runs all earned on 16 hits, 14 walks, 24 strikeouts. He is got a 6.48 ERA, a 1-1 record.
Kreider threw a 1 1/3 on Friday, gave up no runs, no hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Here is Clay Badalak to lead off the 8th inning for the Raiders against Kreider. And the pitch to the plate is outside, ball one. Clay singled and scored in the first. Walked in the third, flied out in the fifth. Badalak pops it foul. That's back out of play. 1-1 the count.
Kreider, another hard thrower. Logan Forsythe goes 2 innings, gives up no runs on a hit, no walks, 2 strikeouts.
1 ball, 1 strike. Badalak takes it outside, ball 2. (4-3) the Raiders lead, batting in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch inside, that gets all the way back to the backstop. 3-1.
Through 8 innings, Channel Alderman is going to have 3 runs, 2 of them earned on 4 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. He's at 119 pitches.
Pitch high, ball 4, and we've got a leadoff walk here in the 8th inning. Second time Badalak has walked in the game. And with nobody out, the batter, Brett Von Dolan. Now, would you ask your home run hitter to bunt?
I think I'd ask him to hit a home run.
Oh, okay. That would be better.
Did ground into a double play his last at-bat.
There's a throw to first, runner back. Bondo is due. He is 0 for 3. And the pitch. Hits it into center field, but not deep enough. Center fielder coming in. That is Birch. He will make the catch for out number 1. So
I think
one down in the 8th.
I think I'd ask Tyler Minnick to hit a home run for me. And I think the catcher's going out to point out to Nate Kreider that was exactly what he did his last at-bat.
Yes, he launched one in the 6th inning, and no doubter.
I think what Birch is reminding him, here is our book. We've been pitching him away. We've been throwing him off-speed stuff. And last time we made a mistake, got a fastball middle of the plate, and he tagged it.
Tyler walked and scored in the first, grounded out in the third, and hit his 5th home run of the season in the 6th inning. And right now, that home run is the difference in this ball game. Raiders leading 4-3.
And the last thing that Birch did before he left that conference was remind Nate Kreider of that runner at first base.
Pitch to the plate. Minnick takes it for a strike.
Well, it came inside on him, but off speed. I think he saw an opportunity that he let go by there.
Throw to first, runner back. Kreider comes set, and the pitch to the plate. Check swing.
Called it a strike.
0-2.
They didn't even have to appeal that one up. Home plate umpire called that on his own.
So 2 strikes the count. Runner at first, 1 out. Throw over there. Badalak is back. Again to first, and again the runner back.
Raiders have Landon Birch up throwing. Mbembo had been throwing the last couple innings.
Again to first, the runner's back. Keep on throwing over there.
Mm-hmm. Throw it down the right field line.
2 strikes the count. Runner goes, and a foul out of play. Well, they started Badalak on a 2-strike count to Minnick, and he got the bat on the ball and fouled it away. Kreider comes set, throws to first, runner back. A little cat and mouse game going on over there between the pitcher and the base runner. Runner goes, foul back. Raiders playing a little hit and run and
want to stay out of that double play. Get the runner into scoring position, stay out of the double play.
Count remains 2 strikes. Not going this time, and Minnick strikes out.
Well, that's good because that probably would have turned into strike him out, throw him out, double play.
First strikeout for Kreider. Now with 2 outs, batter is Keaton Ray. Drew a walk in the 6th inning. Doubled in the first, drove in 2 runs. First 2 runs the Raiders scored in the bottom of the 1st inning. Throw to first, Badalek is back. Raiders lead 4-3. We're playing in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 outs. Runner goes. Pitches low. The throw to second base is in time. And Badalek thrown out trying to steal. Well, we found out Birch can throw pretty well.
Yes, he has thrown out runners, a couple, 3 of them now. In fact, the last 3 innings he's thrown out a runner.
No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We have completed 8 full innings. Middle Tennessee 4, Louisiana Tech 3. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net. Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
And we go to the top half of inning number 9. Raiders leading 4-3. Remember, to redeem your cheeseburger, the Raiders did get a hit in the 4th inning. Text the word single to 83200. You'll get a coupon in return for a free Dave's single cheeseburger. You can pick them up here in Murfreesboro or in Smyrna. Here's Berkeley to lead off the 9th.
Look who's still on the mound.
Chandler Alderman tried to finish what he started. And the pitch to Berkeley is swung on, grounded foul, past third, strike 1.
That got mostly to the wall there in fair territory.
Berkeley is grounded out, had a bunt single, and walked. One strike to count. Laid it right in there for strike 2.
Took a whole bunch off that. That was the slider at 77.
2 strikes the count to Garrison Berkeley.
Boy, at this point, you can't fool around.
High for a ball, 1-2.
He's up over 120 pitches now. He was at 119 coming into this inning.
Pitch is swung on, hit in the air to shallow left field. Keaton Ray coming on. He's got it. That's out number 1 in the 9th. And the batter will be Halsey, first baseman, who has walked, singled, and been called out on strikes. One out in the 9th. The Raiders leading 4-3.
Halsey took his time getting in the batter's box. Alderman was ready to go.
Pitch is swung on, lined foul down the third base line. 1 strike. Scott likes to go the other way.
Have you seen him pull anything?
And he can do that with power.
Yeah.
Time called. Alderman wants a new baseball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Again, same spot. Left field. Abruptly foul. 0-2. And the last time they set him up and it struck him out on a high fastball. We'll see what Chandler has in store for him here. 2 strikes the count. And struck him out swinging.
Threw him the slider.
That is strikeout number 9 for Alderman.
Chandler.
2 outs in the 9th.
Alderman's ready to go.
Here's Eli Birch.
Birch is
2-run homer in the 2nd inning. Has hit into a double play and been safe on an error. And the left-hander delivers, and a pop foul back out of play. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Eli Birch.
Lefty and a righty thrown in the Raider bullpen just in case.
Alderman ready to work, and the pitch.
Oh.
I don't know where that one was, John, but it's called a ball, 1-1. Looked like a
really nice pitch to me.
1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a little tap foul. That's out in front of the plate, and the count's 1-2. Bulldogs down to their last strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Crowd's into this.
Alderman ready to work. And the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging, and the ball game is over. And the Raiders win it 4-3. And Chandler Alderman.
How about that?
He just put this team on his shoulders and went the distance. Struck out 10. We'll give you the final totals and highlights. The final score, Middle Tennessee 4 and Louisiana Tech 3. The Raiders go to 16-20, 3-9 in the conference, and snap a 7-game losing streak. Louisiana Tech goes to 23-13, 8-3 in the conference, and their winning streak at 6 has been snapped by the Blue Raiders. So what a great comeback win for this team, as they were probably as low as they could go after that game yesterday.
Isn't that the truth, Dick? And I don't know how you felt, but as we got into this 8th inning, I'm saying, oh, what could go wrong now? Well, nothing went wrong. Everything went right. What a big, big win.
So we are going to take a break and give me about 2 minutes, if you would, Micah, 2 minutes, and then we'll be back with our post-game show. 2 minutes now on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap the action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Fraley, attorney at law, and by Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. Let's head to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
Welcome back into Reese Smith Field. Raiders win the final game of this three-game series by a score of 4-3. And your final totals for Middle Tennessee: 4 runs, 7 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 3 men on base. For Louisiana Tech, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They also stranded 3 runners. The Raiders took an early lead in the first inning on a 2-run double by Keaton Ray. Louisiana Tech came back in the second inning to tie the game on a 2-run home run by their catcher Eli Birch. It was 2-2 going into the fourth inning when the Raiders took the lead on a double by Hayden Miller, who scored Matt Wolf. Wolf had singled, and Miller drove him home with a double. That made it 3-2. Louisiana Tech came right back and tied it in the fifth, as their center fielder Thaxton Birch had a double, and the Raiders committed a 2-base throwing error, allowing Birch to come all the way around, and that tied the game at 3-3. Raiders went ahead again in the sixth inning. Tyler Middick with a leadoff home run, a no-doubter to left field, as the Raiders took the lead 4-3 and made it stand up over the last 3 innings. Chandler Alderman threw 130 pitches in a complete game victory. He allowed only 3 walks and struck out 10 in the ball game, and it was his second complete game of the season. So Alderman improves his record to 3-5. The losing pitcher for Louisiana Tech was Landon Fontenot. He was the second of 4 pitchers used by the Bulldogs in this game. So the Raiders take the final game in this series and snap out of a 7-game losing streak after losing a heartbreaker in the last inning. yesterday in a game that everybody, including myself, had already put in the win column. But you have to get 27 outs to win games, and the Raiders were not able to do it yesterday. They were able to do it today. So the final is 4-3. John Callis down on the field. The players still huddled around with Coach Myers, and we're going to take a 1-minute break. 1 minute, and we'll be back to send it down to John for some comments from the field. 1 minute now on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And welcome back into our postgame show. Raiders win by a score of 4-3. John Callis down on the field with Coach Myers. Let's go down there.
Big win today.
Oh, no, it was definitely a good job all the way around. I think, every game you feel like you need it, but we probably felt like we needed that one a little bit more to get a little bit of the monkey off our back, so to speak, and then just kind of validate some of the things that we have been getting a little bit better at that weren't able to get a couple more wins, or at least one more win this past weekend. But it's a very good club who didn't make any mistakes, and to get the job done today in another one-run game obviously was a challenge, and is good moving forward. Chandler Alderman did a great job, and it was his game to try to finish, and he went out there and got it done. That was outstanding effort.
Well, he was at 119 pitches.
118.
118. That's a lot of pitching.
Yeah, I mean, so he got efficient probably from the fifth inning on, fifth or sixth, and probably was in a little bit of a groove, executing a little bit better, and he wasn't losing his stuff, and he said he felt great after the seventh, after the eighth, and so we gave him an opportunity to try to finish.
You had the crowd behind you today.
Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate the crowd that does show up, and they stay supportive, and excuse me, we're trying to do everything we can to be a little more entertaining for them in the end, but our guys are playing hard. We just got to play a little bit better in all three phases to be able to secure a series against a good team like we just faced here at home.
Now we go on the road for a while.
We do. I haven't looked far ahead, but I know we got a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series next weekend, and
we go on the road Tuesday with Belmont.
Right. We go on the road Tuesday, and so we're just going to take everything, one pitch at a time moving forward, and see if we can keep getting a little bit better.
Okay, that's great. Going to try and get Chandler Alderman over here. Had him, and he got away. Dick, let me go back to you, and we'll come back down when we get Chandler.
All right, thank you, John. Thanks to Coach Byers for his comments. Let's see if we can locate our winning pitcher down there as the Raiders win the game by a score of 4-3. And again, the final totals: 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. And for Louisiana Tech, 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. I don't know if we're going to be able to get Chandler or not. Chandler Alderman with a complete game. That's his second complete game of the season. And he went the distance with 130 pitches total. So one of our canine friends is barking down below. This was Bark in the Park Day. at the ballpark here. So I don't think we're going to be able to get Chandler, or maybe so. Is that him coming out of the dugout, out of the clubhouse now? As John said, the Raiders go on the road Tuesday and will take on Belmont at Rose Park in Nashville. And on the next weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll go to Western Kentucky. And we'll have the Belmont game Tuesday on a live stream, and the Western Kentucky series will be on radio next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that's going to wrap up our broadcast here. The Raiders win it by a score of 4-3 as Chandler Alderman goes the distance. Thank you so much for listening. For John Callow, for our studio producer, Micah Robinson, this is Dick Palmer. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you Tuesday in Belmont. And we'll wish you a very pleasant good afternoon from the ballpark.
Thanks for listening to today's Middle Tennessee State University baseball game. Today's game has been produced by Van Wagner College through the facilities of WGNS Radio. The content of today's game is owned by Van Wagner College and the Blue Raider Network and may not be reproduced without express written permission of Middle Tennessee State University and Van Wagner College. Be sure to join us next time for more Middle Tennessee baseball here on the Blue Raider Network.